Most mid-market AI budgets for the fourth quarter fund the wrong half. The line items that survive an audit are not the pilots, they're the boring infrastructure under the pilots. Here's the fund versus cut template I'd run on a $700 million shop. First, the fund list. 4 line items that compound and that your cyber underwriter asks about at renewal. Fund 1, the audit trail as a standalone line item. Not included in the platform. A named budget for drafted by AI, reviewed by name, approved at timestamp, the prompt and output preserved, retained 6 to 7 years. This is the exact layer your cyber underwriter prices at renewal. Fund it on its own line, or it quietly doesn't exist. Fund 2, ownership, not headcount. One named person who owns the operational outcome with budget authority. Not a build owner and a separate outcome owner. Fund the role. The multi-quarter handoff you avoid pays for it twice. Fund 3, cost controls and observability. Token budgets per agent. A regression alert at 30% over expected. A kill switch at 100%. Drift detection on output quality. These are the cheapest layers to fund, and the most expensive to discover you skipped. Fund 4, data exit and bring your own key, BYOK. Your keys, your bucket. A documented 30-day successor vendor handoff. Most of your AI vendors have 12 to 18 months of runway against your 3-year contract. Fund the exit before you need it. Now the cut list. 3 line items that feel like progress and aren't. Cut 1, the 3rd redundant pilot. If 2 pilots already prove the same workflow, the 3rd is theatre. Pick one, fund it to production, cut the rest. A pilot that isn't on a path to production is a hobby with a budget code. Cut 2, markup-model vendors. The ones who resell a frontier model at a margin and call it a platform. You're paying for the wrapper. Bring the model relationship in-house, or buy from someone who adds governance, not markup. Cut 3, talk to sales pricing. If a vendor won't put pricing in writing, they're price discriminating against your revenue band, charging you what they think you can pay, not what the work costs. That's a fourth quarter renewal to renegotiate or drop. And here's the part that makes this a budget, not a wish list. The cut list funds the fund list. Net new budget isn't the move, reallocation is. You're not asking the CFO for more. You're moving money from the theatre to the infrastructure. If you want one filter for any line item before the planning meeting, it's this. If a regulator or our cyber carrier asked about this at renewal, would it help us or expose us? Audit trail, cost controls, data exit term, help. They're evidence. A 4th pilot, a markup wrapper, a vendor who won't quote in writing, expose. They're silent or a liability when someone asks. Most of the cut list isn't bad spend. It's spend that produces nothing an auditor, a board, or a successor vendor can use. Before you allocate $1, run your own AI estate through a maturity model. The weak layers tell you exactly where the money goes. It's the 10-layer governance assessment at gigo.ae/security/cyber underwriting readiness. And if you want the fund versus cut template to run against your own planning sheet, DM me budget on LinkedIn. Fund the infrastructure, cut the theatre, same budget,